We're back with Ken Dombrowski, Executive Life Coach and Master Hypnotist. And we've mentioned it before, it's on our website, but we work with a program called CLTS, Children Long-Term Support or Services, in the state of Wisconsin. And it's one of the many ways that we work with children, but kind of one of the most convenient ways, in the sense that the state helps pay for the kids to come see us, and it offers longevity with us in the program, which is very important for children, and I think we need to explain why today.
Well, as you said very well, it's right there in the title, Children's Long-Term Services. And the reason that's really important distinction is that there's no quick fix. I cannot just hypnotize someone once or twice and they change. It really just doesn't work that way. So especially when you're talking about a child who's going to be in this type of a program, that they're probably going to have autism or Asperger's or ADHD or some kind of traumatic experience in their life where they have tremendous anxiety or depression resulting from it. A whole lot of different things that we can deal with here. So the importance of the long term, and this is for the parents. So parents, pay attention. Going to sound like I'm stepping on some toes, and I'm sorry, but this is stuff you really need to know. The way the subconscious mind works, especially in the mind of a special needs child, the more you try and kind of jump from thing to thing, the more that child is going to feel as though there's something really wrong with them that's not fixable. And they're going to then, second thing that results in is them living up to that negative expectation of something's wrong with me. So the behavior gets worse. And a third thing that happens is that they almost become entitled because there's kind of a joy, an excitement from every time they start a new program. The child will become excited over a new program, and they might get into it for a month or a couple of months, and then for whatever reason, the parent or the child decides they want to do something else. Well, that's really bad. It's a bad way to do it. Because we've had people come to us and their child is only 9 or 10 years old and they've already been in 24 programs. Mm-hmm. So what you're proving over and over again to that child, what they're absorbing is there's no help for me, number one. Number two, I get pulled I'm special because I get pulled out of class all the time, pulled out of school to go do all kinds of fun stuff. And when I get bored with it, all I have to do is tell my mom or dad, I don't think that's helping me anymore. I don't want to go there. And the parents say, okay. So we have parents that are allowing the 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old child to make decisions on their own health and well-being, which I think is, and most people would agree, is a bad idea.
Right.
So they're going to be the child is going to be constantly siding in the way of, what am I getting out of this? Not how much can I put into it, not how far can I take it, how can I benefit from this, and on the long term is what can I get from it right now. And sadly, what happens though also with children is they have become bored with it. They become bored with the same program. They don't want to go to the same office every week, and they get over it. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's up to the parent at that point they have to make that hard decision to tell the child, well, this is a program that we've committed to for, let's say, a year. So we're going to keep going here for a year. You need to understand this is what we're doing.
Well, and I understand caring about your child's opinion and valuing what they say, but there's a difference between genuine concerns that should be had and just the kid trying to exercise whatever form of control they have. Obviously, this is happening subconsciously. These kids aren't running around like, haha, I'm in control. But it just needs to be very clear if this is still working, if something is still helping. It doesn't really matter that they don't want to be there. Of course, they're going to make your life hard because they're kids and they're special needs at that. They're very good at making a complicated situation more complicated. But it's kind of something you need to power through, because if the results are there, you should probably keep that consistency. They're experiencing new things literally every single day. Every single year, they're going through something new that they've never experienced before. That's childhood. So kind of having the consistency and the help with these programs is extremely, extremely important for that aspect.
All really good points. Very well put. So consistency is really important, really, really important. And so for us here in Wisconsin, where we're based, is that the CLTS program, they spelled it out perfect. Children's Long-Term Services. they understand that it's not going to be fixed in a short period of time, that even though you might show some progress, it does not mean you're done.
Right.
That we have to continue the treatment so that way it creates new habits, new rituals, and a new program in the mind of that person, of that child, to where it's going to stay there. Because if you give up, you drop out too quickly, very easily that mind can snap back to where it used to be. And then the real problem is that comes back usually twice as bad.
Yep. It gets doubled down on.
Yeah.
Which I think that's extremely important about this program. And I tell all the parents that I speak to, whether I know they're in CLTS or they're just coming to us about their child that's not in the program. One, I recommend this program. And two, I also let them know this is different than working with adults, because we know that they're going to continue to experience a ton of things they've never experienced before, especially if they're coming in at 8, 9, 10 and have all of their teen years yet to go. They haven't even discovered, high school. Regardless of who you are, that's a new time in your life. So I feel like it's just very important for the parents to understand we can only help with what the child has been through. We cannot help them prepare for, things that they don't know about. There's nothing you can do about that. Usually when an adult comes in, they've been through enough things and they've had most of their first. So helping them and keeping that consistency for the rest of their life is a lot less difficult. It can be done in 8 to 16 sessions, depending on what's going on. But, these kids, it really takes consistency, because we're talking about something new every single time they come in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All really good. Good points.
All right. Well, thank you for explaining that a little bit more.
Well, my pleasure. So if you're in a Wisconsin-based family and you have a child with challenges, give us a call and find out how we can help you get into the CLTS program, and it pays for the treatment that we provide.
Correct. Thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.